Hey everybody, welcome to episode 15 of Cultural Talks. It's me, Lamont Phillips, aka God's Dirty Hands.
It's me, Vanessa Phillips. You can find me on Facebook at Vanessa Phillips or Instagram at sweetness underscore 426.
So today we'll be talking about true crime stories. That was the topic picked for today. And then, most importantly, though, we're going to talk about this war in Russia and Ukraine. That has to be touched upon because that is very important. And then, for our topics are basically crime stories in a sense, or criminal stories, however you want to say it. So it goes along with the topic. But before we go on, I have a question I would like to start the show off with. Um, so, crime, police, they go hand in hand. I had someone ask me a question that made a lot of sense. It says, instead of defunding the police, should we fund them more to make sure training is more intense and that we train them to have better people skills and how to handle situations differently to make sure they're more comfortable in pressure situations? So if you guys want, we would definitely like for you to comment on that in chat. I'm gonna let Vanessa start and answer this one first.
I don't think we should defund the police. I think they need better training. I think they need better qualifications. You know what I mean? Because I feel like, they just, no offense, they just take anybody. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you should have a criminal justice background. You get what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, because I know that you need to have like 2 years of some kind of education to be a cop, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but the training to be a cop is only a few months.
Right.
That's
So
terrible.
I do think they need better training, better programs, and I've always said this: they need more people that we can relate to. So I want to say more people that are of color or minority,
Minority.
to make a difference.
Okay. So I've said before, like, if you want to say it's because of how they're trained, that can definitely be a thing because they're not really trained properly at all. A few months training when somebody's life is in your hands is not acceptable, if you ask me, in any way, shape, or form. If we were to fund them more, they need to have better people skills and not be scared of minorities, because that's what it comes down to. These cops are scared and they feel like their life is threatened because what's portrayed of all blacks or all Spanish, and the first thing they do is go to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be protect and serve.
Right.
You're not protecting us. We should be able to call the police and feel safe. If I call the cops, I'm not gonna feel safe. I'm gonna feel like my life is gonna be the one
But
in
that's
jeopardy.
because you've dealt with.
I've also dealt with good cops
Yeah,
though,
that's
but
true.
but still, no, I'm not comfortable with them just based off that. Um, I think better training would help tremendously though. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of these dudes, maybe we need to have a psychological test as well. A lot of these dudes were bullied and shit, and they want payback,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a problem. Um, that's a huge problem because then now you taking it out because somebody of color or race did something to you, man. Like, that's not how it's supposed to be.
Right.
Again, let's not forget it's supposed to be protect and serve. If someone picks up the phone, they should feel safe. I just had an incident. Police were called on me, and luckily they were decent cops and they went by the situation and not because I'm a black male. And you know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. Fuck all the other cops who are pieces of shit and are scared and don't do their job properly. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the 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 problem. We need to make sure that if you call the police, you feel safe. And 3 months of training is not enough, if you ask me.
No, definitely not.
Okay, Gabi said, what people don't understand is defunding the police doesn't mean the police are going to go away. That just means that it doesn't come out of your taxes. Let the government pay their wages.
I wouldn't mind if. See, I'm not. I don't know. I feel like that they're supposed to protect and serve, so therefore, like, I don't care if my taxes go to that.
I care that my taxes go to it, and they killing us and locking us up for bullshit. That's what I care about.
Right.
Jessica Ortiz, they have every excuse, right? That's why I don't fuck with the ops or the system. Fuck them. Listen, I don't feel comfortable around police in any manner. In any manner, even if I'm not doing nothing wrong, I don't like them. Kevin, you can never go wrong with more training, especially within what if situations. I agree, Kevin. Yami, some people just have the instilled in them. No training will change them. But Yami, that's why I said have them see a psychologist to see where their brains are. Make them take tests that they don't know, or tests to tell if you're racist or you're just a person that will discriminate easily. There's tests, so it's not like they can't do it. We can do it. Um, that's just how I feel. We are at work. Have a good stream. Thank you, Chrissy. That's a big thing for me. Kelvin, I see you. I definitely feel like training will go a long way, but the training and the situational training and making sure mentally that they're okay.
Yeah. Well, I do know that they have like psychologists, psychiatrists, and all that stuff within the force.
Yeah, but you need someone outside.
Right, beforehand.
Yeah, because remember, it's the blue blood code or whatever the fuck they go by. So that's the thing too. Don't have a psychiatrist that is paid for by the police. Have it paid for by the government, who is going to make sure that what they're doing is right. Again, that's like if, like for example, the National Guard. They're supposed to protect us, right? Too. But if you ever notice when the police are getting out of hand or can't handle something, the National Guard will come to kind of diffuse the situation because they're not gonna do like the police do. In a sense. They're supposed to protect from whoever. So technically, if they see a police officer getting out of line, they have the right to then handle that accordingly.
Yeah.
You want to start with your topic?
Well, I was going to talk about the rumor report first. So, since this is a true crimes episode, for my rumor report, I want to talk about Tory Lanez and what happened with his situation. It just came out the other day through DJ Academics. I guess he's the one that put it out there, right? That supposedly there was no DNA found on the gun that he was accused of shooting Megan Thee Stallion. So I know that one of the lawyers, a reporter came out and said that was not what was said. But instead that they were, I guess, holding the investigation for furthermore testing, I guess. So my question to you is, it's been a while. It's been almost 2 years since this shooting. Do you think that he did it? What are your thoughts? What do you think is going on? Do you think there's a bigger plan? Do you think that he did do it? I know that he came out, he said that he was having sex with Megan Thee Stallion, and he was also having sex with her best friend. And that was the argument that night. So, what do you think?
Alright, I want to say this. He's maintained his innocence the whole time. He's never switched sides on that. The DNA not being found on the gun, well, it said it was inconclusive, which is definitely in his favor. He's also said from the beginning, a report came out before he's ever said this, if you haven't known that. That's the best friend and Meg were fighting in the car. And then it turned to him and Meg because Meg then got mad at him when she found out he was fucking both of them. He then tweeted when it came out that supposedly it's inconclusive, the DNA, saying my dick so good I had two best friends fighting. Again, we'll never know what really happened. I also heard that the friend is the one who shot Meg, but Meg is saying the friend didn't shoot her, but they're not cool. Nobody's looking at the friend. And then, again, you remember the shitty music industry. Tory Lanez was independent. He left his label, and then all this came out. Now, also, for you who don't know, Rock Nation, who is management to Meg, called their lawyer. So now, if a lawyer who doesn't come out unless it's PR related,
Mm-hmm.
why you calling the lawyer all of a sudden? That's where I start to be like, there's more to this. He didn't probably shoot her. Somebody probably shot her, but let's cover it up and put it on him.
Right. Right.
You know?
What I think is some Illuminati shit. That's what I think. Obviously, like you said, what is it? The Rock Nation what?
They called their PR lawyer
to
come out, yeah.
And who's tied up with Rock Nation?
Meg.
Right. Which Rock Nation is tied up with
Jay-Z.
So we already know he's in a secret society. I just think that if you're shooting someone in the foot, first of all, the foot has the feet. The feet has the most bones in the body. Mm-hmm. That's all bone structure.
Preach.
And she was fine. There is nothing broken there. There is no torn ligament.
Nothing hit the
bone.
Nothing
hit a bone.
Nothing hit the bone.
So, what was it? Was it glass? You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make sense. Number one. Number two, it was crazy how they put a gag order on him.
In the beginning, yep.
Okay. Also, no one's looking for this friend. Why is no one looking for this friend, and why is this friend not talking? Because most likely they paid her. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel.
Paid her to get out the way.
Money talks. Absolutely. Money talks, and they probably paid her not to speak and not to tell the truth. So obviously, and like you said, he was independent. He makes his own money. So I feel like, it's one of those things like, maybe he decided that he was going to sign with somebody, and then it was like, nah.
Now you sign where we tell you to. Yeah.
So I do feel strongly about that, and once you don't get with the program, with their program, the secret society, they will shut you down. Yeah. So that's just my opinion. That's what I think. You're
completely correct. There's one thing I have to say to that it wasn't funny, but it was hilarious when it came out. When they said, Tory said, before he shot her, bitch dance. Nigga. When they said that,
out of control.
Yo, I said if Cuz really said that, this nigga go down in history of the king of hard-on hoes. Because that shit was vicious. But again, why would you shoot someone and say that? I don't know, but that's what the report was. Let me get into some of these comments. I heard there was a man in Ukraine that sacrificed his life to destroy a bridge because the Russians were on their way, and remotely it would have took too long to detonate the bomb. I don't know if you know, there was one man, a jet pilot. He took out, it was 6 or 8 Russian aircrafts by himself. And R.I.P. I want to say R.I.P. to the Ukrainian people that lost their lives and are injured. But I want to give a shout out to these individuals as well, because these soldiers in Ukraine were outmanned, outnumbered, outgunned. And the Russians told them, if you put your guns down, we'll let you live. They literally are caught on camera saying, fuck you.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. That's a love for your country, a love for your people that a lot of y'all would not understand. That's loyalty. I'm willing to die for you. Yeah. Them men risked their life, and they could have easily just took the easy way out. I'm going to put my gun down. I'm going to live another day. So let's applaud them. That's real. That's real. A lot of y'all won't understand, but that's real big. A shout out to everybody in the U.S. military, past, present, and future, because you guys protect us too. So shout out to you. Gabi laughing faces. Josh tagging people. Sparks, we see you. The DNA portion is clutch. Tory standing strong. Gabi laughing faces. Kevin, it's really fucked up to think. To be honest, think of his business, how much he lost on deals. Lots of deals. Power of lives can ruin someone's life regardless of who it is and what it is. Correct, Kevin. Me and you spoke on that. Her lying, she should get sued and owe him money. And them Grammys, give them back, because her bum ass didn't deserve them. They gave them to her. They gave her them Grammys. It should have been Tory's. Give my man his Grammys. Gabi, Nacho, he clapped her cheeks and her foot. I'm fucking dead. Angel, that's real. Gabi, how about the Ukraine boxers who are now soldiers? Yes, the Klitschko brothers are going to fight in this war as well.
Shout out to them.
Applaud to them too. Again, with this war, I just seen before we came live, and I was taking my notes and stuff. Russia's like, oh, the president fled. He left his country. Talking shit. The president goes live with the prime minister and a lot of other people of high power there to be like, in a nice way of saying, fuck you, we not running. Mm-hmm. We're not scared. And, you know, that's big to me when you see that to stand tall.
Yeah.
In these times, Ukraine is showing real strength. You know,
that's bravery.
Kevin said the comeback album is going to be great. Kev, listen, when Tory Lanez drops this next album, oh my God, gag order up, bars. He's finna go crazy. We thought Future go hard on women. Tory Lanez is about to end her career. Mind you, don't forget too, Megan's still in a deal with the baseball player Carl Crawford.
Yes.
And they are still trying to get him out of the deal. And all he's saying is, well, if you want her, buy her out.
Right.
They don't want to do that.
Right.
Okay. A little bit more on this war because I know a lot of people are like, oh, why? It's not important to the U.S. It is. Because Ukraine is overall one of the richest countries material-wise, natural material-wise in the world, or at least in Europe. And Russia is trying to take over. Also, we get our oil and gas from Ukraine. China gets their oil and gas from Russia. So what's happening is, that's why Russia's backing them and we're backing them. We just sent 7,000 troops over. Okay? This is big for anybody in the military. If you ever had somebody, this is serious. This is getting real. And for you that they're at home, we never had a war in America. But the Russian president said it's going to be something like never before in history if anybody intervenes. Mm-hmm. I suggest everybody who can afford, it's income tax time, go get yourself a gun. Protect your family. Throwing knives, throwing axes, whatever. This is real. You don't want to get caught too late before it's too late. You know what I'm saying? So protect yourself and protect your families because that's what I'm finna do. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of y'all don't think it means much. Do your research. This war is important, and there's other countries willing to back Ukraine in this because, Ukraine was a part of Russia until 1991, and they split apart. Now they want it back. It's like an abusive relationship. Mm-hmm. Ukraine finally left, and now I'm coming back. 20 years later, you're still mine and shit like that. It's not cool. Like 30 years, I should say. It's not cool. It's not acceptable. And again, a lot of people are going to lose their lives. So, salute to them and rest in peace to them. The new decades has to be the worst. First a pandemic, then war. Man, 2020 is from 2020 to now. Yes, a pandemic and then a war.
Crazy. And
a lot of war crimes are probably happening too. Mm-hmm. That's why we're talking about it, not only because it's extremely important, but a lot of war crimes. Because if you nuclear plant, Russia took it over. And for y'all who don't know, that was the biggest nuclear explosion to ever happen in the world. So it's crazy. What are your thoughts on the war, babe?
There's a lot of shit that we don't know for a reason. There's a lot of they keep things from us. So I feel like there's a lot more that we don't know. They let us know what they want us to know. Because if they told us everything, the world will go into mass hysteria. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to get a lot worse. I think the price of everything is going to go up. I think we're going to see a lot of world hunger, honestly. And I've been telling you this since like the fucking summertime. I feel like they might even come down here. I do feel like some way, somehow we're going to get attacked. We act like we're untouchable. We're not. And I'm really scared. I pray all the time, every single day, as usual. But like, honestly, ever since this happened, I've been praying for world peace, like really, really hard. It's scary. I'm scared, but I can't. I know God got me and my family. I know that right now, if we had to evacuate, I am ready. I am all packed and ready. I have food to survive. And, guns, knives, everything. So we're good. We're like really good over here.
The war is going to create world hunger and mass inflation. Yes, gas is going to be like $10 a gallon. Guaranteed. Again, Anybody thoughts on the war? Please drop your thoughts in there. All right, so we started last week on this day, which is things from history on this day. So on this day in history, pardon me, 1920, an American named Barry Haggerty was kidnapped by a Durango in Mexico and held for ransom. It also said that this is normal. It was like in that time, the Durango kidnapping people, but this dude he worked for like Meals on Wheels to feed people. He got held. Yeah. Another big thing in this history in 1993. For you who didn't know, a car bomb exploded in an underground garage at the World Trade Centers. 4 men were convicted to life in prison. 6 people died and 100 people injured. So, RIP to the people that died that day and were hurt. The 4 people definitely got their time in jail. They're probably not doing too good in there for attacking America. But you have anything you want to talk about real quick, or
my true crime story?
Yeah, you could give one of your true crime stories.
Okay, so one of my true crime stories that I want to talk about was it was about a cult. So during the pandemic, I was watching Netflix, and there was this one called Wacko, and I heard about it before, but I never really paid attention, and it happened in Wacko, Texas. So it's about this guy named David Koresh. He started I want to be specific because I don't want to butcher anything. 1 second. David Koresh. Okay. So he was, it was a religious cult off of a Davidian Seventh-day Adventist. And he basically, his teachings was apocalyptic biblical teachings. And it was based on the book of Revelations. So what he was doing is he was taking all these families, right? And he had like a huge, what is it called? Like a huge compound, right? And everybody, he had different families. He also had different wives.
Sister wives.
Polygamous, correct. And he was basically saying that the kids that he was having with these women, and mind you, there was a lot of underage girls too. So they were having babies. He had 24 kids. And his kids, they're basically, he made them seem like they were prophetic. Like those were his little prophets. Like they were his through a holy bloodline.
Yeah,
Right. Mm-hmm. So obviously later on the FBI raided the place. Mm-hmm. They were all basically he held them all in hostage because that's what I want to say because they wanted to leave. Mm-hmm. If you watch the series, they were all there. Mostly they all wanted to leave. Men were getting offended because obviously he was sleeping with their wives because they were his wife. The way this was a 51-day hostage
situation.
Yes, which was absolutely crazy and insane because you have all those babies. They need milk. They need everything. You know what I mean? They had mad kids in there. But the way that they got them out was they literally set the place on fire. Right. That's what I said. I was like, what the heck? You have mad babies in there.
That don't sound smart, but okay.
Right. Eventually, a lot of the women came out and they were talking and basically about how abusive he was. He used to beat the children with, a stick. But I'm talking about, little babies. And they're talking about, the abuse that went on by him. And the man, honestly, he really, really thought that he was...
Second coming of God.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Based on a true story in 1993.
Kelvin said, talk about gas prices. Dude, that's a whole nother episode, bro, mm-hmm. because Gas prices are almost $4 now. Uh, the inflation on that will be crazy scary. Kevin, one of the scariest crimes would have to be the Oklahoma City bombing. That was some wild shit. Yeah, that is. Oh, that's crazy, crazy actually. Well, maybe there's so many crimes that we could talk about in general. We just decided to do like true crimes, like cults, gang activity, mobster activities. It just won't really be honestly. It's be close to like an hour episode, give or take. Few stories, and then we'll let you guys, tell us your stories or ask questions. But the Oklahoma City shit was definitely wild, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely wild. You know what a true crime is? Child support. Okay, this guy, this guy.
So funny.
You're right. For some people, child support is a crime because people just abuse it. But
I just always wonder, like, people that are in cults, like, what makes you freaking stay? Like, it's so weird.
you're brainwashed. You get it's a form of brainwashing that goes on. Yeah. Well, when you're brainwashed, you don't really have say. Your mind is tricked into believing something.
But like, you really think that like, I just can't. I just cannot.
Some people aren't strong-willed,
I
man.
guess. You're right.
You know.
Yep.
Okay, so my true crime is a criminal organization. It was based out of Philly. Um, JBM, Junior Black Mafia, founded in 1985 by Aaron Jones, aka AJ. All right. AJ started as an errand boy for Philly Black Mafia's chief Robert Mims, aka Nudie. So basically, there was a gang Philly Black Mafia. They started Junior Black Mafia. Okay, Junior Black Mafia dominated the crack cocaine trade in North and West Philly for almost a decade.
Hmm.
That's crazy. That's BMF essentially
Mm-hmm.
over here type shit for y'all who don't get it. And then they had a famous quote, a slogan, a memo:
Mm-hmm.
"Get down or lay down. Either join, either join them or risk your death. Up to you, Papa. What you want? Let me know what you want." Okay. Okay. Bodies dropped frequently in the 80s as Jones and JBM warred with rivals led by Albert Reagan and Chris Haynes. Okay, so there was a few. I'm gonna read you in a time frame of some of the people that killed and who they were and what importance and stuff. Um, JBM also dealt with internal issues with some people starting to snitch and some people trying to take the JBM crown for themselves. Between 1988 and 1990, more than a dozen gangland slayings tied to this gang. Okay? I'm going to give you a little breakdown from 1988 to 1990. So that's a 2-year period. On March 26, 1988, Albert Reagan, aka A Train, the drug gang boss, is gunned down. So get that nigga out of here. Took him out. April 2nd, 1988, Reagan's crew member, Dennis Caldwell, is killed. A week later, Brock White, also a member of Reagan's crew, was slain. A week after that, James Tate murdered. He was also a member of Reagan's crew. So that's 3 of their members within a 3-week period were murdered. On July 12th, Mark Lisby, a Philly drug figure, shot to death over $100 debt by Anthony Reed in front of his home. Over $100. So this is showing you how vicious this gang was. $100 took them out. Crazy. On June 2nd, 1989, JBM Lieutenant Timmy Kite is killed. A month later, on February 2nd, 1989, James Suswell, a member of JBM, is gunned down by Haynes crew hitmen. So now That's the other gang that played a part after they killed one gang boss last year. I don't know why you would play with them, but okay. March 13th, JBM soldier Neil Wilkinson shot by Big Tone Reed for thoughts of him working with the DEA. Okay. 5 days later, on March 18th, Big Tone Reed kills a teen named Michael Waters for hitting his car with a snowball. So he killed a kid all because a snowball was thrown at his car. I have a few more to read off to you though. We not done? March 26, 1989, JBM West Philadelphia Lieutenant Reggie Rittenberg is killed following being caught stealing from drug processors. So he was robbing his own set, his own gang. You got to pay with your life. June 29th, 1989, JBM Lieutenant Eric E. Money Hurst is killed by Haynes crew hitman. It's the second time the Haynes crew done took somebody up out of there. On July 11, 1989, innocent bystander Willie Bowman is killed when JBM enforcer Chris Dirty Black Laster opens fire on a South Philly street corner aiming at a crew of dope boys refusing to pay JBM rent on their turf. Hey, get down or lay down. That's literally what type time they was on. They was really ready to get him up out of here. On August 10th, 1989, JBM Lieutenant Donnie D-Bone Branch, who acted as one of Aaron Jones's bodyguard, is killed in a failed assassination of Jones when Haynes crew gunmen opened fire on Jones' entourage. It sounds like he risked his life for his boss, AJ, the gang leader. September 16, 1989, Haynes crew member Anthony Anderson, one of the suspect shooters in Branch murder, he was found slain. They got him. Payback. May 14th, 1990, JBM boss, acting boss, Leroy Bucky Davis is shot to death on the front porch of his row home in West Philly. His successor, Brian Moochie Thornton, because an imprisoned Jones learned of Bucky Davis's plans to place a coup. A coup is, I'm going to take over now. I'm going to cut you out this. I'm going to take over. So they killed him for that. Motorist. Oh, shit. Reverse. June 10th, 1990, a motorist, Greg Jackson, is pistol whipped and killed execution style in front of his wife by Eric Littlehawk Watkins, Moochie Thornton's driver and bodyguard in a road rage altercation which took place in broad daylight in North Philly. This is just showing you how crazy this gang was in this area, and Will Smith had ties to this gang in the beginning of his career when he had went broke and stuff. But that's just a criminal organization that I know a lot of y'all probably didn't know of, and it was close to, where I'm from in Pennsylvania. So I decided to, touch on that in this True Crimes episode.
Yeah, I thought it was crazy because so first I knew the term of get down or lay down from state property because of Beanie Siegel, right? But then I started reading on the JBM, actually through Will Smith, the book. And like you said, he was, I want to say affiliated, because he was not in it, you know what I mean? But he knew the guy, and he knew the guys, and he used to hang out at his house and play pool, and, and he said in his book, like, when he went broke, like, he helped him get to Los Angeles to pursue his acting career. I knew that, we all have gangs and stuff, but, like, I didn't know that, like, Philly had that, you know what I mean?
Big of a gang.
But it was crazy. It's
crazy, and they were really laying shit down.
And, in Philly, bodies drop, and you don't even know. It was, like, the number one murder capital for a while.
But Philly's still out here. In Philly, they kill cops. Philly is still wild. Kevin said, the criminal of America are the politicians. Let's applaud that.
Yep.
Calvin K and Trilogy. Pablo Escobar was an amazing businessman, but he stayed in the game too long after becoming amazingly rich. Should have made that motherfucker president. That motherfucker had a whole zoo. Yeah. A whole zoo. When that motherfucker, when they arrested him, if I'm not mistaken, it was like 2 or 4 hippos that got loose, and now there's hippos down there that kill people because of this motherfucker.
I remember once I read somewhere that rats ate like $1 million worth
a year. They were eating $1 million a year
of his
of his
money.
Chaz B. Gaming, Lamont, you're beautiful. You're beautiful, sexy some bitch. He said, "What's the topics today?" I told him, Kevin, I got 2 good questions for you guys. One of my residents here thinks I think is part of the mob. He might be.
Could be.
If he threatens you, Chase, be scared. Don't let him threaten you. I got your back, boo boo. Kevin said, "What is the funniest crime y'all been a part of? Have you ever been a part? What do you mean by that?
Right.
What you mean, illegal police crime or like, school crime, skipping school or something dumb like that? Like, give me a better definition on how I should answer this.
Okay, so I want to say
dumb shit.
Dumb shit.
A dumb crime.
A dumb crime. I don't know if I have dumb. I have had scary crimes. I don't know about dumb crimes. Doesn't matter. Okay.
He said doesn't matter.
I'm not gonna name any names. All right. So I remember one time when I was younger. I was in a car with my friends, and we were gonna go to someone's house to smoke late at night. We had been drinking and stuff, and my friend, she was driving, and out of nowhere, we get stopped on 2nd Street. Near the Syrian side. And I remember it was 4 of us. I was in the back seat. And my friend that's driving, she tells my other friend, like, girl, I have this and that in my purse. I know. I'm not.
Don't incriminate yourself.
I'm not. She said, I got this and that stuff in my purse. I need you to, put it underneath the seat. And, it was a lot of stuff, and I was like super terrified. But the reason why they stopped us, was because I think she had like a suspended license plate or something. Yep. They ended up taking the car, thank God. And
they didn't find it?
No.
Oh, amen, hallelujah.
No, I was praying. I was in the back seat like, y'all bitches. I was the only one with a kid at the time. So I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't go to jail, like all this crazy shit. But thank God, nothing happened.
Like dumb crime? I don't really know. We did a lot of dumb shit. I think the dumbest shit, like the dumbest crime that I could have got in trouble for, but it wasn't really, I was a kid. It was me and Gabi when we used to break into the Sue's van, but we didn't know it was hers at first. We used to break into the van. We broke into the van, right? Once we broke into the van, it had like a mini fridge in it. So, back in the day, that's like awesome and shit.
What did you take?
Wait, whoa, no. That was our hiding spot. That was our hiding spot. So what we would do is then go to the store and steal mad shit. Go in there, but it was just a dumb crime. That was dumb shit.
Yeah.
But like, there was crimes that at the time probably weren't dumb. Mm-hmm. But when I look at it now, like, damn, that was dumb.
Yeah, me too. Like, I used to go to like the corner store that on 14th.
Yeah.
And I used to I used to take stink bombs and like little fart sprays and set it off in school.
I mean, okay. Statute of limitations or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like my cousin had told Mondi the story. When we were younger, I robbed someone and made my cousin hold the gun. He was little, I was little, but it didn't matter. That was dumb.
That was super dumb.
Don't do that. I don't know what I was thinking. Telling my little cousin like, yo, hold the scrap while I take his shit. But it happened. That was dumb.
Where does Chase live?
Michigan.
Oh,
Let me read some.
It's cold up there.
Brandon, don't incriminate yourself. Josh, Kevin pretty much said incriminate yourself. Chase, I have a question. When are you guys coming to see me? Chase, I would love to actually go over there, but it got to be summer to go over there, dog. Right. If it's colder than PA, and I hate PA, I can't go over there if it's not cold. Free shirts, GG's. That was dumb.
That's right.
Dad, shut up, nigga. It shit happens. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb.
Yeah,
Having my
it
cousin
was,
hold the
it
gun.
was,
That was pretty
it
dumb.
was.
But at the time, I wasn't thinking. It was like, I'm gonna get this shit one way. I should have just held the gun and had my cousin run his pockets. But yeah, I don't know. That was, it was whatever.
Very dumb.
You have a
I do. From my other true crimes.
oh
Story.
time out. But that we were a part of that, and I almost forgot. That was
What, taking
or
a
the fake money, Kev. The fake money.
Ooh, I used to have fake money too. Oh my gosh.
So we printed. I made a fake $20 bill, right? Okay. And I sent my boy into the store. Well, he wasn't my boy. He was our boy, but he wasn't our boy. And he went to the store. It was an older lady. Mm-hmm. So I was like, "Yo, buy this." She gives him the bag, gives him the change, but he stands there. She's like, "Oh yeah, this is." She's like, after looking at, "Oh, this is fake." He gave everything back. I'm like, "Why'd you stand there?" He's like, "Oh, I got nervous. Yeah. But we did used to leave school, go to the CVS down the street, fill the book bag up with Twix, Winter Fresh gum, and then sell it in school. That was a dumb crime. Like, we could have really went to jail for some, like, gum and shit.
I know, me too. Like, I remember, like, back in the day.
Daily.
I had taken fake money to the strip club, which I thought was pretty smart. But then, like, I would use it too on the ice cream trucks.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, that's the only place I would take it at the time. Ice cream trucks.
Yeah, Chase, he was definitely the bait. Chase said, "I expect my shirt to be autographed and some spicy pics of Lamont to be in the package as well." Well, goddamn. So your true crime.
So my true crime it's gonna be about Sammy the Bull Gravano. I love mob stories. I love everything. I was obsessed with it for such a long time because it's blood in, blood out. Like, they do, like, a real, like, blood ritual. Like, for real. Like, they stab you, cut you, and you know what I'm saying? For life. And they burn a saint and all this crazy stuff. So the mob was or is, it was based on 5 families. Sammy the Bull, he was underboss. He first started off as an associate. Yeah. There's like 5 rankings, right? And he started as an associate for the one second. He was an associate for the Colombo family. He worked his way up. And then he was underneath John Gotti, the famous John Gotti, the Dapper Don, right? He was convicted or was linked to 19 murders. Mm-hmm. He eventually cooperated. Yep. The reason why he cooperated was because they had tapes of John Gotti basically trying to frame him of everything. Basically of everybody else's murder. Mm-hmm. Sammy said that he would take his 19. And what was crazy was, like, he even had to kill, like, his brother-in-law, which I thought was, like, super insane.
In this game, if you gotta go, they gotta go.
So yeah, he ended up cooperating. He ended up doing, I believe, 4 years, and then he got enrolled into the witness protection program. After that, he ended up living in Arizona, and then he got locked up again for another maybe 20 years or 10 years for an ecstasy ring that he just took the charge for his kids. Yep. He had nothing to do with it. Mm-hmm. To me, this story is fascinating because there is always there's black and white, right? Mm-hmm. You do the crime, you do the time. Like, don't get into this if you're not gonna. Yep. If you're not gonna do it, he was the first one to actually really flip, kind of. He got a lot of flack for it, and I've always wondered people's opinions about it because, he basically flipped because they were trying to
Yeah.
put it all on him, and they were trying to frame him for everybody else's murders. So I always wondered, like,
know.
I want to know people's opinion. Like, do you consider him a rat? Do you consider him a snitch? Again, like I said, he flipped because he heard the tapes
Of him being
of
singled out.
him being singled out.
Yeah.
So if anybody in chat would like to give their opinion, I would love to know.
Okay, so I'm gonna clarify it a little bit. So John Gotti is the one who, remember, the mob is a secret, Cosa Nostra.
Mm-hmm.
He destroyed that. He was flashy. He was all this, and then he was trying to line up his hitman Sammy the Bull for all the charges because he knew Sammy had the power and the respect to take his spot. So John Gotti technically was going, you know, snitch on him type shit. And in return, Sammy, he told. And like I told Vanessa, I said, I understand why he did it, but he's still a rat. You broke the code, you know what I'm saying? For that, should have killed him. If you really about that, should have took that man out. You know what I mean?
But he was ruthless. He couldn't. You understand what I'm saying? To me, that was the thing. That's the thing about them that I feel like Sammy had more balls than John.
But that's why he wanted him to go down for the charges.
Right. Because
no, but I'm saying Sammy should have killed John instead of snitching.
Oh, absolutely. He's a rat killer.
Once you tell, that's it. And even though he showed loyalty to his family when he took the rap for his kids, but you can't ever live off that you told, my nigga. You told, it is what it was. Everybody, let us know if you think he's a rat or he was justified for doing what he did. Chase said, Pop said, I used to rob the arcades. Chase said, I used to be in cahoots with the cashier and would buy smokes and dip at 13. That's probably the worst dumb thing I did. I asked Pop, how much did you get? He said, $400 to $500. I told him, back then, that's a few thousand because you owed. He said, he's a rat. Kill his ass. Yeah, it was. Man, I do have, since we like talking about like one of the funny things, when I was living on 2nd Street, Kyla was like just born. And it's how I met my one boy. His name's P. Dot. Free him, right? He was squabbling with somebody and shit. Yo, boy started running because he was losing. This nigga P. Dot picked up a scooter and threw it at him. Boy keeps fighting, but this is where I started dying and was like, yo, I respect this little nigga. The dude takes off his belt, and as he takes off the belt to hit P. Dot then gets the belt and starts beating him with it. Nigga, funny as shit.
That's the old-fashioned asshole.
Yo, son, I was crying so hard. And he was young boy. And nigga, I was like, yo, I told cuz, I said, yo, respect. Like, wherever you cool in my book, you ever need anything, holla at me, because this nigga hit him with the scooter. Shamink! Oh, I thought boy was going down. Boy didn't go down. He just recovered, right? He took off his belt. When he took off the belt and swung it, he grabbed it. It was like some pootie tang. Wow! He started whooping this nigga. And you know me, I'm across the street. I'm a man of the Lord, but I'm like, hit that nigga. Yo, he beating the shit out of him. He came back. I said, yo, I respect it, yo. I said, I don't know why you hit him with the scooter, but when he took off the belt and you fucked him up, respect. After that, it was my young boy. We was chilling every day. Real nigga shit. That shit was just hilarious when the boy took off the belt, gripped that shit in the air. I said, oh, he started hitting him.
Yo, first of all, Angel's in chat, so I'm gonna talk about him.
Uh-oh.
So
shots fired.
I'll never forget the time where he fought some dude that was dating my friend, and they were both on papers, bro. They were both on papers. And the crazy shit was we were at Angel's apartment because Angel was dating my friend. So, you know, he specifically said he didn't want dude there, and dude wasn't there. Dude went to pick up my other friend, and so there was problems. They ended up fighting, like, for real. Like, first of all, I never seen grown men fight like that. It was crazy. Somebody somewhere pulled out a knife. Somebody got stabbed, and it wasn't neither of them. And all I remember was running upstairs because we heard the cops were coming, and we all fucking turned the lights down. We were dead ass laying on the floor. Like, I was straight up crying like Angel's gonna go right back to jail because he had just came out. I was like, oh my God. But lucky for us, everything was fine. No one went to jail. The girl that got stabbed, it wasn't really stabbed. She got sliced. And she got it fixed. And till this day, she always says like that was her love, her loyalty for Angel. You know what I'm saying? But that's funny. I hope he hears this. I hope he's still there.
Damn, I had someone on the tip of my tongue. Oh, Kev said, I was late for that. I went to buy some fries at the corner store. Josh said, nigga held the belt in the air and said, it's Morphin time, Power Ranger shit. Yo, bro. Real nigga shit, bro. That shit was hilarious.
He had to be Hispanic.
Who? P-Dot?
Whoever had the belt. That was like, I'm gonna whoop your ass with this belt.
Oh, yeah, dude that... Yeah, he was light-skinned Spanish. P-Dot was darker Spanish. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. I don't give a fuck nobody said. I also seen Second Street is wild. It's funny, but it's not funny. So the one nigga on Second, he used to like mess with younger girls, like not his age. Right. On set, so. And he had a slick mouth, right? So the one time he got into an argument with the one of the girls, he is like, yo, shut up, bitch. I'll smack you, right? And then boom. We on the porch. We chilling. Son come around the corner. He say, hey, yo, Angel. And nigga's like, what? Nigga walked up on him, pistol whipped him in front of everybody. So watch your fucking mouth. And I was like, hey, yo. And because we're from the niggas, I knew, I was like, if a nigga do that, you gotta at least fight back. You gotta do something. This nigga got his shit pistol whipped. This nigga was on some, yo, please. I'm like, what just happened? You was just talking all this hot shit. Nothing. Pistol whipped him. Nigga just laid down. And his family was really about the action. That's why I don't understand why he ain't call his family. Because nigga pistol whipped me. I'm calling everybody. Did he get shot in that? No, Kev. He got pistol whipped right in front of everybody. Broad daylight. Mink. Yo, JJ, what's up, bro? That shit was funny. That shit was hilarious. I'm going to ask again since there's a few more people in here. Do y'all think Sammy the Bull is a rat / snitch for telling on the crimes he didn't commit because
they were trying to pin
extra murders on him? What do y'all think? Yo, fake ass Trey Songz, aka Pop Smoke wannabe. Kev, appreciate that follow. And yo, Second Street, you see mad shit.
I feel like
Second Street is like
it's a whole different city, right?
It's a different world.
It's a whole different city. It's like so crazy.
It'd be so wild
anything
there.
And everything there. To the right of you, it's a hood. To the left of you, it's a little Syria.
Yeah, you got a little Syria up the street near Sheridan. Yeah. Them niggas don't fuck with us down here. We don't fuck with them niggas.
Yep. You go on
Grand
Street, you see the Dominicans.
And then, when I lived on Court Street, Gabby's family the one time got into it with the Dominicans in the apartment building across the street. Crazy brawl in the plaza. Crazy brawl. Never forget that shit. Nigga, Second Street is its own world, my nigga. Like, it's crazy. I remember... It's not a crime, but I'm gonna say it's funny. We talk about shit. We used to like, okay, my mom used to help out this one girl, and she wasn't taking showers and shit, right? She was like dirty. No. So my sister BB and Julie Mar used to like throw soapy water on her, cause when we would tell her to take a bath,
you're annoying.
Yo, on God, they would tell her. We would tell her like, yo, can you take a bath? Can you take a bath? Shorty wasn't hearing it. So they threw water on her, but when they threw water on her, it was another white chick near her. And she started talking crazy to me, right? So my first response is, first off, it wasn't me. Relax. She kept the yada, yada, yada. I'll say, I'll smack the dog shit out you. Like, relax.
Yeah.
Whatever. So this is where, from her talking all this crazy shit on how, like, she got a good man and yada, yada. All this extra shit that I didn't give a fuck about. I'm 17. I'm like, bitch, what's cracking? Get whoever you want. Get your little retard brother. I'll beat that nigga the fuck up. All that shit. Because her brother's like my age. But he looked retarded to me. I don't know. So, a few days later, I wake up. I don't got Kyler, so I slept in. I wake up. I come downstairs. I see like 3 niggas come up from my basement that I know. And I'm like, my man is like, yo, L, you next? And I'm like, huh? The fuck is you talking? Now I'm waiting for Kyler. So I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, is you next? I'm like, yo, cuz, I don't know what you talk. Who comes up from the basement after just getting a train ran on her? And I'm like, I start dying. Because I'm like, yo, this bitch just was saying 2 days ago, her man this, her man that. Just let niggas run the train on you. You didn't even get no paper out of it. You just let niggas run the train on you. That's crazy.
They must have broke up.
Yeah, she broke up. Yeah, after she had 3 dicks in her, they broke up. Yo, man, that shit used to be crazy, though. Shit, 2nd Street, man, this is definitely a different world, bro.
It sure is.
Definitely. It's crazy. I don't know why it's like that. It's my block, though. Love you, niggas. Choo-choo. Yo, bro. I was done, bro. I'm telling you, because at that point, then I'm like, I don't even want to hit you no more. You can't talk to me crazy. You just a dirty ass whore. Like, there's nothing you can say or do now. I seen that. After you was just talking like, I ain't these other bitches.
Right.
Okay. You have another true crime you want to talk about or no?
No, I don't. That was it for me.
Any questions, chat?
Any questions? Yup.
Anything y'all want to let us know one of your dumb crimes. Pop let us know. He said, he used to rob the arcade when he was a kid in 94. In 49. And he got a couple hundred off it, 400 or 500 and shit. Something dumb that y'all did, crime or not, something funny in y'all childhood y'all would like to talk to us about. Let us know, man. And I know this is a shorter episode than normal, but it's only 2 of us. It's also a pre-scheduled episode, True Crimes. It's a topic. It's not just topics we have. Gabi, man, I said that, bro. We used to rob Susan and put it in her van that we broke into. When we used to play manhunt and niggas couldn't find us, nigga, we in the van.
Stop.
Eating chips, drinking soda. And that Gabi's mom. Nah, she wasn't having it when they couldn't find us. And we're telling them, yo, we heard y'all. She knew
where you guys were hiding?
No, she didn't know. But it's like, so the alley, we're here. So, but Gabi's mom voice, you heard it. Because we knew when Gabi's finna get his ass beat. Yeah. So when she said it, right? I'm like, yo. I said, yo, let's get out. We should get out, right? This nigga said, nah, I'm gonna get beat anyway. We might as well just keep hiding, right? Keep it down. Yo. And then this is how I knew it was real. When Big David got called out, nah, nigga. Once I heard his pops, I said, nah, see you later, my nigga. We climbed right out that bitch. But we were telling, so his mom is like, Lamont, where were y'all? And we're not giving up the secret spot, but I'm like, we were here. Yeah. And they're like, no. And I'm like, no, like we were here. Yeah. Nigga, that's the first time ever when I wasn't allowed to their house for like 2 days because of that shit. Because we would not tell them where we were at. But we heard, like, we told them everything. Gabi's like, we heard you. And he's explaining everything. And his mom kept saying, well, why wouldn't you come out then? Right. We're playing a game. He's like, we're not going to lose. Yeah. Nigga, funniest shit ever because once I heard his dad, I was like, nah, nigga, we out of here. This is it. You're done for now. They called your pops. He said, keep it down.
I want to say the other only illegal thing that I used to do, I used to get, I was one of the oldest out of my group of friends, and I used to just sneak them in the club when they were underage. Like, fucking, Aileen, she used to go into the club at, like, 17. Natalie at 17.
Yeah, you wildin' for that.
Crystal at, like, 19, 20, like, yeah.
And that's another thing in the hood. I was drinking, like, 13. I was drinking 12, 13, 40s of OE. Like, chilling. Like, wildin'. Just dumb shit. Dumb shit.
Niggas was drinking coquito at, like, 12.
Yeah.
Like, that was, like, nothing.
Niggas act like coquito don't got alcohol in it, but whatever. I'm going to drink it anyway. You know what I mean? Nah, there was some good times. I forget who I was with, but I was young. and niggas mooned the car, and the car almost crashed. And I was like, yo,
No way.
you almost called a homicide off your ass. Like, that's crazy. You gonna go to jail for mooning somebody,
That's
son.
not okay.
Crazy.
I know, I just said it.
That's why I had to show the shoe. Gabi over there acting up. And then me and Gabi used to just do mad shit that we was. They'd be like, ride the bikes around the plaza. Niggas in Cumberland.
Y'all are annoying.
What the fuck?
Badass kids.
Nah, it's, you know what it was? Because we felt like we was like around the corner. How y'all gonna know? But my thing, because you know, it's not like nobody was sitting outside. Niggas didn't give a fuck. They just knew, like, and then it would always, like, if whatever Gabi was saying needed to be validated, it was, his mom would ask me, because I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
So she would ask me, Lamont, da-da-da-da-da. But Gabi, I don't know, man. Me and him just do whatever. Good times, though. Breaking into cars, all that shit. Yeah, I know, Gabi.
Yeah, I used to know how to do that.
That shit was lit, man.
Yeah.
It was lit, but dumb. Good thing we didn't get caught.
Yeah.
Another funny thing is Kevin, Chris, and my boy Chico. At this time, I got sent to Allen because Kev couldn't keep watch. We told him watch for the police. He didn't. They sent me to Allen because we was playing basketball.
It's all your fault.
But they decide this time we're going to go to Bethlehem to play ball. Mm-hmm. They stop at Giant. This nigga Chris steal a whole chicken, rotisserie chicken, and a 2-liter soda. I'm like, yo, like, something small, something. Nigga, the whole joint. Crazy. Or the one time, I ain't gonna say no names. We were supposed to break into someone's crib, and I'm like, I got real sick. I got mad sick, and I tell them, don't do it today. Let's do it tomorrow when I feel better. I leave school early because I'm like, I feel like I'm dying, right? They do it. Next day, somebody comes in with some jewelry. Mind you, it's a broke nigga. He gave some jewelry to his bitch. He gave some jewelry to his bitch, right? Homeboy seen it on Shorty. Asked her, where you get that from? She said, oh, my man, yada, yada, yada. Niggas had to give everything back.
No way.
Everything back. So bad. Niggas, first off, niggas was really dumb. Because these niggas, right, was in the crib. Niggas took out the trash. Niggas did the dishes because they did mad dumb shit. And I was just like, yo, niggas is retarded, bro. Just doing whatever. But you know how that goes. We about to end this soon, but again, I'm going to tell y'all like I tell y'all every week. If y'all want an extra chance at being a winner on this giveaway and a choice of a mug or a shirt, you know, make sure you like this post, you share this post, put you in the drawing. We're probably going to do the drawing March 19th. I think we'll have 6 winners, one for 6 people. So, again, also, if you don't want to comment on the wall, Josh is coming. If you don't want to comment it on the wall, inbox it. Just inbox. He said, can y'all say one time collectively as a team? Nigga, it's only 2 of us. But we're going to say it. If you put the word, the gooch, you could definitely be an extra chance in at winning a shirt. You could get a Culture Talk shirt like this. We got another logo that we put up there. You could get the Gooch Girls, You Gonna Lick It or Not. You could get the regular The Gooch. We got a new logo for the Gooch. Listen, if you want, when y'all gonna start giving away food stamps?
When you start handing them out.
Yo, Black Kev, you got all the food stamps, bro. Let me get some. On the count of 3, let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. The Gooch! Look, and it popped up. All right, man. Listen, again, comment it on the wall, inbox us, text one of us it. Don't matter. You'll get an extra chance to win. We want to thank you guys. I know it's short. I know y'all want to see us more, want to hear us talk more. Kev, appreciate you following and all that. Stopping by, commenting. We appreciate it. You know where to find me. You can find me on Facebook. You can find God's Dirty Hands, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube.
All that.
And you can find.
You can find me on Facebook and on Instagram. Love you guys.
Love you guys.